In today's video, I'm going to be discussing a very important topic, the 2020 stimulus package and the important revision that was just released regarding anyone who received Social Security benefits. That's today's video. Let's go get into it. Hey everyone, it's Matt. Welcome back to another Blind to Billionaire video. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing. So hey, let's get right into today's topic. It's a really important one. Like I said in the intro, today I'm going to be talking about the 2020 stimulus package and the very important revision that was just released about 16 hours ago regarding people who receive Social Security benefits. So this is really important, and I wanted to bring it up because it's fresh news, and this stimulus package is going to apply to basically everyone in the United States. So now I just want to say before I get into it, this video is specific to people here in the United States, but if you're not in the United States, I would recommend you watch this video anyway, because basically around the world right now, we're kind of having an economic meltdown, and a lot of these countries all over the world are implementing some type of stimulus into their economy and to their citizens. So if they're doing it here in the US, they're probably doing it in many other countries as well. I know in Europe, they're doing a lot of stimulus as well. So just be sure to watch this video, and there may be something in your country as well. But again, before I get into this video, I just want to say anything I'm about to say is not financial or investment advice at all. Everybody's situation is unique, and I would highly recommend you talk to your accountant or your CPA or someone that knows your specific situation and talk to them about everything I'm about to discuss and see how it pertains to you and your specific situation. So I'm just giving you an overview of the information, and then you can apply it to your situation. All right, so let me just tell you the real basics just in case you are unaware. If you haven't heard, about a week ago, Congress passed a massive $2 trillion stimulus package here in the United States. The president signed it, and it is going through. So basically, what does that mean? It's a matter of basically they're taking $2 trillion and they're going to inject it into the economy, basically because it is like collapsing. So they're doing whatever they can to revitalize the economy that is struggling. As part of that, they're taking $500 billion of the $2 trillion, and they're going to be dispersing that to the citizens in the United States. So what does that mean for us? Basically, as it breaks down, of course, there's a lot of not qualifications, but like income limits, things like that. But just from a surface level, I'll just tell you, basically every citizen will be getting $1,200 and $500 per child. I think there's a limit up to like $3,900, something like that. But anyway, again, I would highly recommend you do your own research. But again, this is just a real basic overview. Now, about a week ago, when they passed this package, initially, this is what changed, but I want to tell you what the original agreement was in this package. So for anybody receiving Social Security benefits, whether it's retirement benefits or disability benefits, this was going to apply. Now, this is the old rule, and then I'll get into what it is, the revision. The old rule was, when this package was passed about a week ago, anybody, doesn't matter who you are, if you receive Social Security or not, everybody, in order to get the stimulus, the $1,200 check that the government's going to be sending out to everybody, you had to file a tax return. Now, not everybody files a tax return. Some people don't because they don't need to. And what the original rule was is even if you do not file a tax return, they were going to force you or tell you that you had to file just a simple tax return in order to be eligible for the $1,200 check. All right, so the good news is that changed. As of last night, late last night, April 1st, about 9:30-ish Central Time is when this was released, they actually made a revision. And the revision is you do not need to file a tax return. If you're one of those people who typically does not file a tax return, you do not need to file one in order to qualify and to get your $1,200 check from this stimulus package from the government. Now, again, I just want to say, I'm not saying you can't file a tax return. Again, you need to talk to somebody who knows your situation, but it is, in some situations, some people do not need to file a tax return, but again, figure that out with your accountant if you need to or not. But that's really cool. that for anyone who previously did not file a tax return, you don't need to in order to get your $1,200 stimulus check. So that's great, because before it was going to be somewhat cumbersome and a lot more labor intensive for people who typically don't file a return to all of a sudden file a simple return just so they can get this stimulus check. So you don't need to do that. That's great. And this is a new revision that was just, like I said, it was just revised about 16 hours ago. So this is fresh, hot off the press. Now, what else? How will you be getting this stimulus check? It's going to be, if you're someone who receives Social Security, whether it's retirement benefits or disability benefits, you're going to be getting your $1,200 payment in the same method that you receive your Social Security benefit. So if you receive an electronic payment deposit directly right into your bank account each month, that's how you're going to get your stimulus packet or your stimulus check. If you're someone who receives a paper check in the mail each month, you're going to get your $1,200 in the form of a paper check, the same method that you get your Social Security payment. So just remember that. Now, when can you expect to get this $1,200? According to everything I've been reading, it sounds like payments are going to start rolling out as of April 6th, which is this coming Monday. So it sounds like they're going to be rolling out the 6th, and they said that it could be a couple weeks. So if you don't get it like this coming week, right after the 6th, just don't worry, it's coming. Just they've been telling us it may take a few weeks for everyone to receive their stipend. So just be aware that it might take a little while. Now, I have not read other articles about this part, but I want to throw this out there because it was somewhat exciting, and I'm not sure if this made the package. I have not read through it, but I plan on doing that today because I'm just excited to see about this, and I'm excited to give all of you any information. But I just want to throw this out there because I did read it about a week ago, and I'm not sure if this is in the package, but it's more exciting news if you're someone who receives Social Security. Now, about a week ago, I read an article that said they were discussing adding an additional $200 per month through the end of 2021 for anyone who receives Social Security. Again, I don't know if that made the package. I don't know if it is part of the deal, but it's something that is potentially out there. They were discussing, and we don't know. I need to do more research on it, so don't take my word for that if it's going to happen or not, but that's potentially a little extra income if you're someone who receives Social Security. But anyway, let me just recap on everything because I know it's a lot of information, but let me just go over real quick, basically everything I just talked about. So if you're someone who receives Social Security, whether it's retirement or disability, you're going to be receiving a $1,200 stimulus check from the government anytime after April 6th. It should be coming. If you're typically someone who does not file a tax return, don't worry, you don't need to again this year, but again, don't take my advice. Talk to your accountant to see if in your specific situation, if you're still one of those people that does not need to file a return. Other than that, you're going to be getting your payment in the same form that you receive your Social Security benefit, whether that's electronic deposit into your bank account each month or it's a paper check, you'll be getting it that same method. So those are the takeaways from this. Again, I just want to say over and over, I've said it so many times already, but this is not financial advice, it's not investment advice, and you need to talk to an accountant or someone that understands your specific situation to understand like what's going on. I'm just relaying the general overview of the package and what it means to anybody receiving Social Security benefits. So hey, if you have any questions, anything I talked about in this video, please feel free to stick a comment down below and I will respond to you. And I hope this was helpful. It's exciting news for everybody who, in a time right now, a lot of us are out of work and have our income dried up to zero, right? In the matter of just a couple weeks. It's crazy. But anyway, this is a way that they're helping us out a little bit. So anyway, like I said, if you have any questions, comments, anything about this video, feel free to stick it down below and I will respond to you. Otherwise, I'll catch you soon. Thanks so much for watching this. Be safe.
You can't wait to see me now, 'cause lately